So there are 3 different types of players in Genshin. The casual, who doesn't care about any numbers or meta or anything like that. They just want to get the characters they want and play the game. The theory crafter, which is very interested in the meta, and how to build characters and maximize their account. And there are the people in between. Yeah, and then there are the people in between who enjoy meta, enjoy understanding it, but they still kind of mainly play for fun. I'm kind of in between, inching towards the theory crafter side, but just so I understand what type of player you are and I don't overwhelm you with information or things like that. Because a lot of my content is how to beat the hardest content in the game the quickest, and I will often give advice to do so, but I will not force advice on people who do not want it. And I have to, and also understand what type of player you are so I can adjust the amount of information and expectations accordingly to fit you and your needs. Meta being very intensive with the game, in a game with no PvP. The meta axle is very important for free-to-play players. So the hardest content in the game is the Spiral Abyss. And if you can clear it 100%, 36 star it, you get an extra 8 pulls per month. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but that stacks up. The easier you can clear it, the faster you can clear it, the easier you can clear it, the easier it is to get those 8 extra pulls. And that's where the meta comes in. The meta is basically what units will help you achieve this with the least amount of investment. I used to be a really extreme player, but I got burnt out, so now I'm just casual. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, thank you so much for letting me know. I think if you try to like get everything, this game will just suck you dry and burn you out. That's why I kind of aim more towards a middle ground where I like to understand why the meta is important and why meta characters are important and why characters are meta, but I don't necessarily think you need to follow it if you're not having fun with it, if that makes any sense. But yeah, Lone, what is your favorite character? And also, Mikiyuki, who is your favorite character? I don't think I got that. Do you think Alhaitham is worth it? He is very worth it. He is very strong. He is incredibly strong. He is so freaking strong.
Let's go inside and take a look.
I will get this in a second. I'm going to show Lone here why I say he's so incredibly strong. Like, he is nutty. He is absolutely nutty. Have you done... So, my Alhaitham is level 40.
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
No, Ayato is still really good. Ayato is incredibly good. He's just kind of... Ayato is what I call a jack of all trades. He's a comfort pick. Basically, he is the choice you pick if you don't want to be constantly swapping characters or don't want a lot of characters to fill the same role. Different characters fitting a certain role. He can be a buffer, he can be a DPS, he can be an enabler, he can be a driver. He basically can be everything, but he isn't the prime pick for everything. Can I see your stats on Ayato? Yes, you may. Details. There we go. Oh, right. Hold on a second. So he isn't the main pick, but he functions incredibly well in a lot of parties. He can be a freeze enabler. He can be a hydro DPS. He can be a hydro enabler. He can be a buffer for the rest of the party. He is actually just really, really, really good, but he's not the best in the game. He's just a comfort pick. He's just a very safe option, if that makes any sense. Alhaitham, I don't get why my Ayato does only 4k when I have him on 216 crit. Your crit is higher. You definitely want to prioritize crit rate over crit damage. Your crit rate is how often you crit, and your crit damage is your multiplier. So once you crit, the crit damage is your multiplier. You need a good team comp. You also need to know what team comps you're running him in. Yes, if you're using Hayato as a hyper carry, then nice. So in general, it depends on what teams you're running him in. It depends on what artifacts you're using. It depends on what weapon you're using. I have his signature weapon, which makes things a little bit easier. I'm running 4-piece Gladiator, which lowers his damage output a little bit. But in general, Ayato is just a safe option. He's a good unit. He's not an amazing unit. An amazing unit is a character I would call Nahida, Zhongli, Kazuha, where basically they change your account just by existing. They are so strong and they need so little investment to be good that they just kind of they are arguably must-haves. Alhaitham is closing in on that, but since he's a main DPS and an on-field DPS, he is not necessarily a must-have, but he is. Let me just show you this, okay? My Alhaitham is level 40, okay? Bear that in mind. Level 40. Now, the way the game works is that there is a damage mitigation per level. So I am going up against a level 90 boss. Give me a second here. Let me just show you this. I have returned. Welcome back, Dill.
Committed to memory. Ring cutter. Out of my way.
The process of elimination.
This may turn a little. No, my sword. Stand with me.
I even messed up my rotation so his damage wasn't as high. He is crazy on how much damage he could do. He is absolutely insane. For whatever reason, the game needs to penalize you for being under-leveled. I mean, a lot of games kind of have that, but... yeah, no, Alhaitham is just ridiculous. And I'll even go up against the Primo Geo Bishop here, just to show it off a little bit more. Because he is incredibly fun to play.
The weather is lovely and warm. Grow, grow, grow. Make yourselves at home. Let me lead you. Stand with me. I'll settle this.
Scatter. Well, here you are.
Sharing my knowledge.
Time to rain outlines your fate. Wait, dissipate.
So yeah, that's Alhaitham. And he is gross. As a main DPS, he is gross. Like, I was standing in shock the other night when I was testing him out on how much damage he does so quickly. Can you show me his stats too? Certainly. Give me a second here. My stats aren't necessarily something amazing. They're just kind of average. 59 crit rate, 161 crit damage, 121 energy recharge. If anything, I'd like more energy recharge on him. And he's only got like 13k attack. So I am using Mist Splitter on him, but he is really strong. The big thing in him is the 300 elemental mastery, because with Nahida she gives him an extra 200 elemental mastery.
Wait. Huh?
And he later on gets a talent that gives him second. Ugh! I hate coughing. I cannot stand coughing. Hold on. Need another cough drop. I'm almost out. This is bad. So yeah, Alhaitham is great.
Going out on a rainy day.
The only issues I have with Alhaitham currently is that he is a very he is not casual friendly. What I mean by that is if you want to maximize his damage, he has a very specific rotation you need to do. And it's very kind of big brain. Ironic, because the character is supposed to be a big brain. So you want to start with his burst. You don't want to use, because his burst has two different ways of working. The burst basically does more damage the more mirrors he has, which are those little crystal things he has on his back. Basically, by default, it does 4 hits. Then with 1 mirror, it does 6. 2 mirrors, it does 8. 3 mirrors, which is the max you get, 10. And it has an 18-second cooldown and a 70. But if you have no mirrors, then he'll grant you all 3 mirrors back. If you consume the mirrors, he won't get any mirrors back. So the idea is, he gets more damage off of his skill based on the numbers of mirrors that he has. So if you have 3 mirrors, it does the maximum amount of damage. So the idea is you want to keep up 3 mirrors as long as possible. So you want to start with his burst, and then his passive allows him to create another mirror with a charge attack. So start with his burst, do a rotation until 1 mirror goes away, then do a charge attack to get another mirror back. His skill will grant him 1 mirror if he has a mirror already, or 2 mirrors if he has no mirrors. So burst, get 3 mirrors, normal attacks until 1 mirror runs out. Charge attack, get another mirror, then do that normal attacks until mirror runs out. Then uses E to generate another mirror, and then you continue the rotation until he runs out of mirrors. Running him official is good. The problem is you really want a healer with him. So if you have Nahida, you probably really want Kuki instead, because she supplies as an electro DPS. She applies a bloom reactor and a bloom reactor, and she also heals him, so she fits 2 roles. Fischl would be fine if you're running double electro, double dendro, which that is one thing that about him is that you are forced to run double dendro because of how energy hungry he is. You need double dendro. Nahida is his best in slot support. She will make his life significantly easier. If you don't have her, then you can run Yao Yao. Yao Yao is okay. She supplies the healer role, which means you can put Fischl or Raiden or someone in instead. So you can run Fischl and you can run Beto. Another team, if you're really wanting to hyper carry with him, is him, Fischl, or Beto, depending on if you want AoE or not.
Whatever.
Bennett and Nahida. But I tried that out and I just had more success with the Hyper Bloom team. The Hyper Bloom team does so much damage. Oh, fun. But you can run Fischl. Oh, thank you, Lone. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your sleep. Thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you again soon.
Attention, we are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
Lone, thank you so much for the follow, Reno. I really appreciate it. We are going to be doing a giveaway in about 40 minutes. No, 30 minutes. 29.
Bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Are you sure it's still a work in progress? Ilias, do you remember this place? Huh? Ilias! Where'd he go?
I don't sense him nearby.
Did he get separated from us? Should we wait here or turn around and look for him?
There's no need for that. Let's keep moving.
Alright. We'll continue in and see if he catches up to us.
Whoa. Ah,
It's
Nakasha.
okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application, and whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people would be affected.
But he's obviously taking advantage of you! He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for it. That's not right! Why are you putting up with this?
A lot of people warn me to not say anything, and I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All I want is to graduate without any problems. It's okay. He's at least paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters and casual threats and insults. All for a measly 20,000 mora? He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter?
I think I saw a glimpse of Ilya's past.
Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilias was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting collective consciousness?
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The hive has long been finished. The collective consciousness project is already complete, and Ilias is now returning to the collective.
So he tricked us?
Not entirely. Keep walking and you'll see why.
Really? Okay. That makes me triggered. Oh, okay. A second. Okay, that was easy.
Everyone hold hands.
Let me lead you.
Hey! The Temple of Wisdom!
Witness the power. Our bond is strong.
What are his
It's completely different from what Ilyas said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
out of curiosity, what are his ascension ascension stuff?
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
Oh, Hatham. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
Huh.
Wait. Huh?
An entire year's worth of work down the
Oh,
drain.
not those.
And for
I
what?
meant from his
Your
skills, Dale.
reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you've brought down?
I meant for his skills. Yeah, are they up today?
You could have played hero any time, so why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame. What happened to him? I thought he was stronger than that. Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer, but he chose now, of all times, to...
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project is done for. None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies? Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand now?
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
How selfish. Okay.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
Ilias.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see him.
I, unfortunately, need to take a quick bathroom break. I will not be long. I will be back very soon. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back and me finishing. Hey, Blake, how you doing? We'll catch up here in a second after I get back from the bathroom. So, be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you guys soon.
Got me feeling like Xiangling. How I make your mouth water if I'm ever matching. It's if I don't want no force. You can catch me cashing. All these gems I need to sort them. Don't be here chatting like you think you're that important. Work the play like I was casual. Life made the claiming grand the one. I played you when like Alcon was. You play when I go drop it hard. Praying for a break. How do you dip and I hold both our cards. Gotta see this fake your way. I like the way I hold your heart. Magic fire. To handle ya, amateur. Take you to my chamber, jade and shatter ya. My name just like the traveler, it travels ya. Plenty on the liar, I'll be grande ya. Be like Ayaka, showing them all by the icy heart. Model perfection, I'm like a star. Flatter me, baby, I'll wear this ya. Silence ya, cause you're like traits. Know how to make a gun cry and shake. My fault like only I dominate. Eternity raid and you can't escape. Just you wait. Magic fire and sea.
And I am back! Did you guys miss me? That wasn't too long, was it? Wasn't too long? By the way, for the new people who came in, what do you guys think of that lovely little anime opening that we have for Genshin? I worked so hard on that. Too long! I'm sorry. Do you need to know what happens? Is that what's going on here? Is that what's going on? Is that what's going on? You needed to know what happens? Sure. Welcome back. Hey, thank you. Also, Miki, I love you. You're amazing. You're such a breath of. We love that. Love what? Love what? What are we loving? He's playable now? He is. He just came out this patch. Yeah. That's why. The BRB. Ooh, sure.
Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we? Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Who are you?
Ah, where are my manners? My name is Siraj.
Siraj? I've heard of you before.
Welcome back, Blake. Yeah, he's playable. He just came out this patch.
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions. However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into a collective. That way, your life won't be so dolorous. How about it? Wanna have a go?
My Genshin is still updating. Here's hoping you can pull him.
What did you see?
Siraj persuaded Ilias to join the Hive.
Paimon can't believe it! He really did trick us! That giga jerk! No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. Ilias is just a regular jerk.
I don't think that's the case, Paimon.
I'm so mad! We're gonna find him, and we're gonna make him explain himself!
I think it's more no one else would take him, so...
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilias. And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here. To throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the Hive.
No, never,
That was my
not.
task as Siraj
Refuse,
number
Blues.
36.
You were already Siraj number 36? But you passed the Matra's lie detector test!
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity and assigned responsibilities. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, I choose to return to that identity.
Oh, Hytham
Only
and
here
Shao.
can I be truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective. And so, this is goodbye.
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilias, not Siraj number 36. The outside world is painful sometimes, but
Yes.
Paimon doesn't think that's a reason to run away.
Do you need more time to consider, Ilias?
Hey, who are...
That is Siraj.
So you're that Giga Jerk!
Giga jerk? Huh, how bold of you. Have I done something to offend you?
You!
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia to build a collective consciousness. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought.
Giga Jerk, I'm still using that.
All I've done is fulfill their wishes.
You're just trying to justify yourself!
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here and the outside? There are researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle and listless. People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering setbacks. Isn't that right, Ilias? There's no need to deny this, as it is fact. It is natural for social creatures to congregate together. And the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony can become a powerful swarm. Replace the bees with humans, and this model becomes even more potent. Welcome to the hive, Alhaitham. You once arrogantly denied the merits of this project before the Grand Sage. A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. You don't care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the hive.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where their inhabitants are? The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the plan. The plan to install me as a sage. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. We are able to execute complex undertakings while instantaneously modifying our strategies in response to unexpected situations. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you out of the way, I'll use my growing influence to turn the collective consciousness into a legitimate study. The project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No. The hive will be in control. And it will lead the academia towards a new future.
This is how the Borg were created, I swear. This is an origin story for Star Trek.
We won't let you do this!
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilias's mind. Return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! Look! There are lots of people out there worried about you. And you aren't an outcast. Aren't we your friends?
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? When you leave, tragedy will repeat itself. Return, number 36.
Hey, Mom!
You know as well as I do that comforting words don't make life any easier.
Ilias? Why?
You two are just as arrogant as all Hatham. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people simply want easy lives. I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his members.
Congratulations!
Only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about human nature than you do. Al-Hatham, do say a word or two. I will consider them as your last.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilias returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilias returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
So that's it! Wait, so you knew that Ilias would return to the hive? And then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj! Wouldn't expect any less from you, Al-Hatham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity to... wait. It's back to normal already.
Al-Hatham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you really think that your little scheme would be enough to destabilize the hive? Ilias's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but such a meager drop cannot give rise to waves. Your struggle has been in vain, and it's time to end it. Allow me to show you what makes the collective consciousness so formidable.
So many monsters. Where did they come from? And something feels off about them.
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Even so, they are part of it. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved, much like soldiers who have undergone strict training. Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters. You will all pay for your ceaseless arrogance.
Hey, Al-Hatham? Your plan didn't work, so what do we do now?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the recipient to receive it.
So, Battle Royale, let's go.
You just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of us.
Well, alright. Paimon doesn't know how you get so confident, but we'll hold them off for as long as we can. Everyone hold his.
No, my sword! Let me leave you. Lightning terrified!
Scatter!
Al-Hatham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. We must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake the collective stability.
Agreed.
Hey! Share my knowledge.
One of them is a god, by the way.
Here you are. He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong here. The march.
What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of information?
Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
Overmind. Okay.
No, my sword!
Oops.
I see everything.
A process of elimination.
Oh, I wasn't fast enough.
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
Was there error in our judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment. But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36. What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive.
I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet.
I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down on the list! Siraj is alive!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
God, I love Alhaitham.
The hive shut down?
It's over.
What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective consciousness's judgment. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions.
Selfish desires.
The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions.
Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. Even back then, you knew that Ilias was the bait all along. But how did you know? Since when?
I knew it from the moment I saw him.
He's like
Moreover,
Lelouch.
I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective. You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, spare me. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes. You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else.
After this is done, we'll do the giveaway.
Nobody likes being treated like that.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
Yep.
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile.
Ouch!
You look at people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me back to the academia to stand trial.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
Oh, hi, Sino.
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had left a letter for Sino. So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start! You lied to us too!
It'd be
Oh my
best
gosh,
if you didn't
Paimon.
spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? This guy. By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let those jerks get away!
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj's associates. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, All-Hatham.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you all. See you.
That's it?
And off he goes. There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick around for a while.
And we're still not quite out, unfortunately.
No.
Hold on a second.
Oh no. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage? What came over me? How could I do something like this?
Sure.
You're accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that Al-Haytham might pressure the Matra into giving us heavier sentences. Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, We can't afford to offend him. It seems our future at the Academia will be full of uncertainties.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt. I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about him were negative, though. Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person. From how things look, we've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
Sure, Paimon will help you tell Alhaitham, but whether he chooses to forgive you is up to him.
I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. We'll get out of this. Once I get out of this dungeon, then we'll be doing the giveaway.
If he chooses to remember this, we're prepared for our punishment.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they all duped? We can ask Alhaitham about that later.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life as Ilyas goes on. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth. But I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice, but I also wasn't able to conform.
Ilyas?
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment the hive collapsed, an idea popped into my head. I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I had imagined. Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Alhaitham and not care about what anyone else thinks.
You can do it. Paimon believes in you.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the primary suspects in the case, so I'll have to receive my due punishment. Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I just don't want them to worry. Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for me. Goodbye, you two.
Sayonara.
All the test subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and destroy the system. Are you two hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
Paimon's fine. Just a little tired.
Get some rest. Alhaitham is probably waiting for you at the entrance. Go see him when you're done here. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of, come find me at the Academia.
Okay, you stay safe too, Sino. Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
Do we leave? Ooh, yay! Out we go. More dialogue.
We can return now. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your face,
he's a regular Sherlock Holmes.
Still have some questions.
That's right. I'm actually quite curious.
I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
Hey, we're not your colleagues!
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
What? Are you kidding me? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base!
See ya.
Hold it right there!
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
Stop changing the subject.
I love him.
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
Okay. So with that being done, guys, you know what we're doing? You know what we're doing?
Wait.
You know what we're doing?
No.
You know what we're doing? We are going to do the giveaway. We're going to be giving away a free Welcome Moon. I will be giving everybody an extra 1 minute to get all their tickets in order. And then we will be picking somebody randomly from the list. Just for... So, we've got an extra minute. Yeah, that's free. Yes, it'll be free. 100% it'll be free. Hey Jesse, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, you're coming in right at the end. How are you doing? I'm sorry. I usually start at noon Mountain Time. I should be announcing this more often in my Discord and such. So far so good. I think Alhaitham is busted. Like, absolutely broken. Like, super broken. And I'm ready to go make myself some dinner after the stream. But, okay. Minutes passed. We're going to be closing entries now. Okay, entries have been closed. That's weird. Okay, there we go. Okay, 96 tickets, 12 users. Let's see. On the count of 3, 2, 1. Taz for life. Are you in the chat? Taz. There you go. Taz, how are you doing? Yeah, bruv. Congratulations on winning your free Welcome Moon. I'm going to whisper you right now so that you can actually message me. If you can actually send me your in-game user ID and what server you're on, that would be great so I can purchase you that Welcome Moon. Again, we do this once a month, every single new version of Genshin, as long as we hit 10 subs on the prior. I'll give you the deets in some time. Deets on Discord. I would prefer it now so I can get it out of the way right now, but if you can't do it now for some reason, that would be fine. Because I want to make sure live that you actually got the Welkin and such like that. I want just a reassurance factor. But if you absolutely cannot right now, then that's understandable. Okay, that sounds good. Sounds great. In which case, we will be finishing up here. And I think we're gonna raid somebody. Does this sound good? Sound Gucci? How about we raid our good friend Lady the Laddie? Lady the Laddie is like my bestie. They are a streamer. They are currently playing some Smite. So if you guys join me in the raid, That would be fantastic. We're going to be doing some more Genshin Impact tomorrow, Reno. Look at those lovely raiders. Look at them. Look at them. More Genshin Impact tomorrow, Reno. We're going to be exploring the new desert area and the likes. I hope to see you guys soon. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Until later, I'll see you guys around. Bye.